Hello there, dear. I'm sorry to turn up like this. I know we had an interview planned for next week, but when the agency gave me the phone call and let me know that it was you who I might be matched with, I just couldn't wait to see you and talk with you a bit. Is that all right? Wonderful. All right. Is it all right if I come in? Wonderful. Oh, you have a beautiful home. Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh no, don't worry about getting me tea or coffee or anything. I'm perfectly fine. Let's just have a seat and talk for a few moments. That's what I'd like to do, if that's all right. Do you have a free minute? Okay. Again, I'm sorry about barging in like this. It's just, I couldn't wait to meet you. Yes, when I got the phone call from the agency, I was actually over the moon. No, I was literally over the moon. I was hovering over one of the craters. That's what I like to do sometimes when I can't sleep. I go on a little midnight flight. But I was very excited to meet you. So tell me a little bit about yourself. Oh, how exciting. Oh, that's terrific. Oh, you'd like to know a little bit more about me? Well, of course. Okay, well, as you know, my name is Gwendolyn, and I've been a fairy godmother for a little over 75 years. Well, I've been a fairy for much longer, but you see how it works is we gradually are promoted to different ranks and choose our different paths. So, why some fairies choose to collect teeth, for instance, when children lose their teeth and give them coins and such. Some choose to become fairy godmothers. It all depends upon the path that you choose. Oh yes, there's quite a bit of education involved and training. I actually attended the Fairy Dust Academy. I went in there for an extensive 10-year course, and I learned everything that I need to know about fairy godmothering. Most definitely. Oh, well, I do have a list of past references, but would you like me to tell you a little bit about them? Okay. Well, a couple of them are no longer alive because, as I said, I have been a fairy godmother for 75 years. So, well, the first assignment I was ever given was a woman named Lucy, and oh, she was a delightful person. She was actually an artist, and I was able to be her fairy godmother for 45 years. A very long assignment. And all of the subsequent assignments have been quite short. I'm usually on a temporary basis, no more than 5 years or so. But as I understand it, you're looking for a long-term live-in fairy godmother, is that correct? That's perfect. That's actually the way I prefer it. I prefer a more long-term assignment. That way we really get to know each other, and I find it provides you with the most benefit if you have a long-term fairy godmother. Exactly. And do you have any children? Are you married? Or okay. Oh, that's lovely. Okay. Now, have you ever had a fairy godmother before? No. Okay. Well, I can tell you a little bit more about it if you'd like. All right, no problem. Well, basically what I would be doing is I would be helping you with magical things as well as mundane things. So, for example, if you needed assistance with a work assignment or a romantic matter, I would be able to use my magic to help you. Or I would be able to provide you with guidance for things I couldn't give you magic for. Yes, we aren't able to meddle in free will, and we are not able to meddle explicitly in love lives. So, for example, we could not make someone fall in love with someone else. But we would be able to guide you if you were having romance problems, or if you needed just some basic guidance on any matter of the heart, really. Most assuredly. I generally prefer wand magic, though I do dabble in nature magic here and there. I I used to work quite extensively with potion magic and such, but as I've gotten older, I found I've gravitated more towards the wand magic. Oh, I know. I don't look very old. We age differently than humans. Yes, you see, for every 1 human year, it's only about a day for fairies. And the same goes for fairy godmothers, yes. Now, I will say there are certain fairies who do age more quickly, but that's only particularly if they practice black magic or things of the like. So, yeah, as long as we dabble in white magic and nature magic and stick to the good stuff, then we're all right. Oh, yes, feel free to ask me any questions that you have today. That's why I'm here. Yes, I will be your exclusive fairy godmother, so that means I cannot accept any other assignments. And while I am contracted with you, which I hope will be for a long, long time, I can see that we're already going to get along quite nicely. You seem like a very pleasant person. Oh, yes, yes. I would be able to help you with really any matter you need assistance with. It's just essentially to make your life easier and to help you fulfill your dreams. Make your dreams come true, if you will. That's such a cliched saying that I try to avoid at all costs, but it's true. Oh, oh yes. How it works is I would basically, since I would be a live-in, I would move into your home, and I don't need a luxurious room or anything like that. It would just be something very basic. I could always use magic to make the room larger from the inside if I needed. And essentially just room and board. So I would probably eat meals with you, but again, I could always help you along those lines with magic as well. Plus, I am a very good cook, and I do happen to clean every now and again, so I could help you with household chores as well. No problem. Oh yes. Well, as a fairy godmother, I really don't accept any form of payment. I I typically do this just because, well, it's what I do. It's my job. It's my life purpose. So I wouldn't need any payment whatsoever. hmm I do have to. I do have to share a bit of a secret with you that I. Mhm. When the agency told me who you were, I did look up in my book, and I realized that I was actually very good friends with your great-grandmother, so yes, I knew her quite well. She's a very sweet lady. Oh no, I was not her fairy godmother. In fact, I took a brief look at your family tree in my special book, and oh yes, I stray away from calling it a magic book just because it kind of draws more attention to it, so yeah. So I took a look in my book and I noticed that there was only one person in your entire family tree that had a fairy godmother, and that was back in 1754, and it was a many times removed cousin of yours, so yes, your family is relatively new to fairy godmothering. Why, I have had some assignments where, throughout the years, the particular person I was assigned to, their entire family has had a fairy godmother at some point or another. but it's always refreshing to deal with someone who isn't very familiar with fairy godmothers, because the experience is new to them and they don't feel like they're entitled to having a fairy godmother, so they're very open to the process and very kind about things, and I can tell you're a very kind person. Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what? I do feel like some tea now, but you don't have to worry about it. Let me just use my wand real quick. Would you like some tea as well? And maybe some cookies to go along with it? Okay, let me just use it then. There we are. Oh yes, I do this sort of thing all the time. Whenever I can use magic, I do. It's not that I'm lazy, don't get me wrong, but I use it as kind of a way to fine-tune my magical skills, if you will. Yes, the tea is quite lovely, isn't it? I always make it with just a dab of cream in it and just a spoonful of sugar, of course. It helps it go down a bit better. It's one of my favorite things. So do you have any more questions for me, dear? Oh, no, how it would work is I would basically go about my day as I normally do, only I would be living here, of course, with you. Yes, one of the main reasons I do choose to live in a fairy godmothering is essentially because I can be there for you round the clock. So if you need assistance in the middle of the night and you're having trouble sleeping or whatever the case may be, I will be here for you for constant guidance and magical services, of course. Exactly. Now, how it would work is you would go about your day, and I would go about mine as I normally would. And whenever you would need me, I would provide you with a communication device that you would simply push a button and I would be there for you. Yes, I can, as you can see as I arrived here, I can magically transport myself anywhere I like. And of course I would do it discreetly and in such a way that no one else around you would notice. Yes, that would be quite odd if you were sitting in your office and suddenly I appeared out of thin air. So I generally do it very discreetly and where no one will see me, and that I would help you with whatever matter needs to be resolved. Yes, well, all of your requests must be from the heart and with good intention. So I could not ever do anything vengeful or spiteful, even if it's to someone else, for the simple fact that that's just not how it works. Exactly. Okay. Well, what else? Oh, yeah, exactly. Let me go ahead and show you what the communication device looks like. Or yeah, so I have it right here in my purse. Let me just look around for a moment. Ah, here it is. Okay. So essentially what you would do is you would just push that button right there in case of emergency, and I would be there. It roughly takes me about 2 seconds to arrive. Exactly. Yes, and well, really, we can communicate however you like. If you'd prefer not to use this, then we could You could even just call me on my cell phone. Oh yes, I have one of those, of course. I generally prefer not to email, though, just because I find it so impersonal. But if you would like to communicate with me, you could just call me on my phone, definitely. Whichever way you're most comfortable with, dear. Of course. Okay. Well, if there's nothing else, yes, I'll let you go about your day. And, I would love the opportunity to be your fairy godmother, so please, if you would like that, just go ahead and give the agency a call and we'll arrange everything, alright? Again, it was a pleasure meeting you, and I certainly do hope that you choose me to be your fairy godmother, because that would be absolutely amazing, I think. I think we're a good match. Okay. Well, you have a wonderful day then, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.